everyone, this is Krista with Core by Krista's Quick Tips. Today we're going to be talking about my top skill to have in your toolbox for behavior change, and that is the art of reflection. Now, a little bit of reflection, a little bit of self-reflection goes a long way, and you don't have to spend an enormous amount of time doing it, but by setting aside time during your week, every week, to reflect on how the week went in terms of your goals that you set, in terms of how you're doing with your health behavior, whether it's generally or a specific behavior you're working on, can give you all of what you need to continue making progress. Now, what do I mean by that? So when you take time, maybe 10 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes max, to sit down, to write things out, and to reflect on how the week went. So were you able to achieve your goals? If yes, what made you successful? If no, what were the barriers that you came across? And then taking it a step further is, how can you overcome those barriers? What things can you put in place this upcoming week to help you become successful with the goal that you're working on for that particular week? Now, it could be by yourself. You could get a journal and you could keep track from week to week, or maybe it's with a friend so you can problem solve together, or it could be with someone like me to help you through that process. But by being intentional and taking time to reflect on how things have went, you are building the skills necessary to overcome barriers as life happens. And you're creating new habits, because by learning those skills, that behavior becomes easier. And the easier it is, the more you're going to be able to do it. And then the more it just is a habit, and you don't need to think about it. You make those choices, you fit those behaviors into your everyday life, no problem at all. So how I structure my day of reflection is I choose a day during the week, usually a weekend day. For me, it tends to be Sunday, and I sit down with my journal and I start by looking at the goals that I had set for myself. Now, goal setting is another thing, and you can find a video on that on my channel. So go ahead and check out goal setting if you have not yet. But I start with the goals that I set for myself, and I ask myself, was I successful this week? And then I write it out, why I was successful, or what were the barriers I came across that made me have a hard time being successful with that goal for the week. And then I problem solve through those barriers. The second part of what I do is I set new goals. So sometimes that means that I repeat what I did for consistency for the previous week. Sometimes I repeat because I wasn't able to achieve that goal, or I set new small goals that feel like a 7 out of 10 in confidence that I can make it happen in the next week. And I do a little problem solving again. Okay, what are the barriers that I foresee happening during this upcoming week? How can I set myself up for success? Do I need to go to bed by a certain time? Do I need to pack a bag? Do I need to fill up water bottles? Do I need to prep some food? Like, what do I need to do in advance to make myself successful during this upcoming week? So I look at my previous goals, I problem solve through the barriers, I set new goals, and I problem solve and plan ahead for some upcoming barriers. Now, what I'm doing is I'm being intentional. I'm staying engaged and committed by taking time out of the week to do the work. Okay? And again, it doesn't have to be an hour of your time. It can be 10 minutes. It can be 20 minutes. You could do it with a friend for accountability. But by taking time to be intentional that way, you build skills, you build your toolbox so that you can be in charge and take control of your health. If you have questions or comments, please put them below. I appreciate you watching, and I hope this helps. I will see you next time.